Make some noise, North Carolina. They don't know you're in the house.
We're actually doing things a little different for this event. Instead of starting round 1 tomorrow, we're gonna do round 1 tonight and do the rest of the rounds tomorrow. But as usual, we like to give all the racers a chance to get a test pass or a grudge race. It's their only chance to get some data before the competition, so they better make these passes count.
What are you doing, buddy? Somebody's up to mischief, I can tell.
So I'm down here on behalf of Ryan Martin and that Fireball Camaro, looking for maybe a grudge race. I think about $5 grand on it.
Good thing I brought some extra cash.
There are some very strong cars in this competition. These two gladiators right here are as strong as any of them.
Monza from the 405 is here today. He has been making huge changes to his car. He is going from nitrous, going twin turbo, before we start list racing again. But his car is not ready yet, so unfortunately, he can't join the event. Instead, he came out to support his fellow 405 racers and cheer us on. In a grudge race with Larry Larson and a $5,000 side bet, Ryan Martin's gonna need all the cheering he can get.
We're here at Galot Motorsports Park. We're actually gonna run first round tonight. Track's good again. We should be able to go really fast here.
Left side, Ryan Martin, 2010 Super Sport Camaro. Larry Larson in the S10. So twin turbocharged versus twin turbocharged. Ryan Martin doing what he does in the Fireball.
Ryan's pass, look, fast as hell. If he keeps this pace up, he's gonna make it all the way to the finals and keep his points lead. Up next, we have our number 2 guy in points, Birdman, taking on the 405's own Dominator. There's still $40,000 up for grabs, and making a great test pass will get him that much closer to that $40,000 prize.
All right, here we go with another feature matchup right here. Left side, he is the Birdman, James Finney of Baytown, Texas. Up against my man, OKC Original, the Dominator in the house.
I got called out by Birdman. I don't know how many car lengths he had on me by the end. I'm shutting the car down, and I look down, and I've got like 1.6 pounds of oil pressure.
Welcome to the first No Prep Galot event. Obviously, you guys are really hard on cars and equipment, so instead of 32 cars, we have 28. So we have 28 racers, so obviously, at some point, there's gonna be a bye. I hope I get one of those, because I need all I can get. We have a few rules in No Prep, but with this being our first big event series, we have to adapt as we go along. If you've got a bunch of broken cars, look, you just figure out a way to make it work. Who's got our number 3 chips? Woo! B-Rad Kentucky versus 405 Chuck Parker in the 55. All right, number 4s. Woo!
I think that's a 4.
That is a 4. We have Ryan Martin in the right lane versus Swamp Thing in the left lane. All right, who's got my number 5s? Larry Roach in the right lane versus the fastest man in Kansas, Larry Larson, in the left lane. All right, 6. Bobby Ducati in the right lane versus Kenjo Kelly in the left lane. Number 7s. Yes. Birdman's in the right lane, Hammerhead in the left lane. Ryan Martin is barely holding on to his lead in this point series with Birdman just 15 points behind. If Ryan gets knocked out right now in round 1 at this event, it would give Birdman the chance he needs to pass Ryan up and take over this point series lead. Ryan really needs this win.
Hey, Ryan?
Is there a jacket in here? Yes, sir.
Chase is a race now.
All right, I'll remember that.
First round, we drew Ryan Martin. We're gonna throw some power at it, see what we can do with him. I know he's quick. I know I'm gonna have to do what I can. I'm even gonna guess at the tree on his ass.
2 crowd favorites right here. Ryan Taggart left side, nitrous powered Swamp Thing out of Mississippi. 632, Rare Morrison with a lot of juice over there. on the squashed wagon. That thing is low to the ground. Right side, you know it. The Fireball, Ryan Martin, currently sitting at the top. The No Prep King points. Twin turbocharged 2010 Super Sport Camaro. For the win. Hey, how about Taggart right there on a guess job, and he guessed right. Just broke the tires loose. If he hadn't spun, that would have been interesting.
Did our burnout, put it on the two-step, let go of the button. Car went straight down Broadway. Never saw him. You know, I'm kind of glad to get this first round out of the way on Friday night. I get a little rest. I can look over data tonight while I'm sitting in bed and figure out what changes to make for tomorrow.
Ryan gets the win, and he gets to move on to the next round. Up next, we have another critical race in our race series. Birdman going up against Ruben Ybarra. If Birdman stands a chance at passing up Ryan Martin in this point series, he can't afford to get knocked out in round one.
If it works, it works. It's got to work for one race. First round, got to draw Birdman. Not a happy camper right now because he's going to be very hard to beat. He is a man to beat, and well, we're going to see what we can do. Nope, that ain't going to work. Going into this race, having issues, some electrical issues. We changed the batteries?
Yeah, the batteries already changed.
I've been struggling with Hammerhead for a while now. I'm trying to push the car to the limit, and it's over the limit right now.
You know me.
No, that battery ain't going to work. We're done.
We're done?
Yeah. I went up to Birdman and told him, you know, that he was going to have a competition by.
Here we go with the Birdman, a solo pass right here. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our racing evening. Be careful, have a safe drive home. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
We have 14 racers packing up and going home, and we got 14 other racers coming back tomorrow morning and keeping the competition going.